Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about the 2012 die rotor. The really cool loader that cost, I think it's $199 now. Price went up a little bit from before, but definitely still a good loader. We got the speed feed on it. It feels real sturdy in the hands, and I guess I'll take it apart for you guys to show y'all how to do that. Okay, so first you just flip up this tab, push this button becomes pushable. Push it and just kind of take it right off, and then we'll set this over here. Now you have the spring floor tray right here to push the balls right into the rotor assembly, and we're gonna have to take this out. So just right here, you're just gonna pull that, and it pops right out. We'll set that right there. Alright, now we're down to the gearbox and the rotor assembly. So basically all we're gonna have to do is take each of these tabs and flip them forward like that, and the whole assembly pops right up, which is real convenient, real easy. And last but not least is the gearbox. And when I first got it, I tried to take it out like this, but in all actuality you have to kind of do this frontwards motion with it, like that, like frontwards, and it pops out way easier. And then that's about it. Trying not to get the button to fall out, and it's completely taken apart. Now, once you take it apart, if you're watching this when you just got your rotor or haven't done this yet, right here is the tension adjustment setting. Right here, this right Allen key hole right there. And basically, what you're going to want to do is unscrew it to where it is flush with the black plastic. It gets right to it. And that's going to reduce your tension, and you're going to start feeding a couple balls per second less, but then again you're going to have less jams and less paint breaks. It's going to be a lot gentler, and it really helps out a lot when you come to the rotor. So that's one way to solve some of your jams. So we'll put it back together now. All you do is set it in front ways like this, and then push down. It goes right in. Took me forever to learn that too. First goes the gear tray right here. And then comes the ball tray. Just sticks right on there. Next, the paddle that puts the balls down the hole. And then the hole paddles to sort out the balls to be put down in the hole. And that's it right there. All you have to do now is put back your locks right there. It's all locked into place. Then you're going to, okay, now this was a little trickier for me when I first got it. You put it under these two tabs right there, and once it flops down, you just push on this. You just push it down and locks in, all in place. And then you're just going to want to take this, lock it onto the front with the tab right there, turn around. You're going to push down the locker right there, and you're just going to push this back down. Like original, and it's you can see there's nothing to it. You got your shark fin down here, which I'll talk about that in a second. But I guess next we'll talk about the speed feed. This is the die speed feed. It got red because it matched the rotor pretty well. It really does work. I mean, there's not much to say other than it puts balls in and keeps them out. But at first it was really stiff, and what my friend did was he basically pulled up the tabs on them just before they would break. And what it did was it made them a lot more flimsy, and let the balls just kind of get sucked into it. I'll show you all that with this little bit of paint I have. So you can just see it just, I mean, I missed that one, but it just sucks the paint in, and honestly, it keeps it all in there too. I mean, if you look, I mean, it just doesn't, the paint just doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so when you get the occasional jam with the rotor, the big deal is when it jams, the shark fin is rendered useless. It just kind of slides back and forth. It doesn't do much. So after a lot of pods and experimenting, what we basically did was if this is the gun, and it's the feed neck, of course, what we did was we just broke it really hard, and it usually got the ball out. And worst case scenario, you got to turn your gun upside down, and you got to give it one good shake, and the jam's 99% of the time out for us. We haven't had a bad jam with it that we had to take it apart for yet. Since I've owned it, and it's real sturdy. You can see Die's video on how they blowtorch it. They put it underwater while it's running. The battery is completely exposed. It still runs. It's really, really heavy duty. Its shell is made out of that plastic like the old view loaders were. The feed neck's really, really thick, and it's not going anywhere. So really nice finish. They put on the 2012s, and it looks nice and it works good. I guess I'll feed into a pod for you guys. Not much in there though. And as you can see, I mean, it's not much of a pod. I mean, it feeds well. It feeds fast. It's probably feeding at like 35 balls a second with the torque adjustment. And it doesn't break paint unless you really have to get some paint caught in there for it to break any. It works out really well. So there it is, 2012 die rotor.